Hi everyone, this is All Things DIY Mike. I bought a load trail dump trailer. 4 electric brakes on all 4 tires. I think it's 83 inches wide, 12 feet long in the box. 3-way tailgate. I'll show you some of the things on it that came standard. So adjustable ball hitch, tongue hitch over here. The jack stand, instead of having to crank it down all the way all the time, there is, you could drop it down into the lowest pin and then use the crank handle to go the rest of the way. So that's a bit of a time saver. And here is the battery and the hydraulic oil reservoir and the pump and the cable. It's power up and power down, and it also has a trickle charger, built-in trickle charger. The cable has a magnetic back on it, but if you have an extended cab pickup truck, the cable is not long enough to reach inside the cab from the driver's side. It's about, it just reaches the outside, right behind the window of the driver. But you can still, I guess, just reach your arm out the window and grab it. What I do is I throw this through the center of the rear window, and then I have enough to reach it with my right hand to power it up and down. It really should be about 2 feet longer for extended cabs to reach inside on the driver's side through the driver window. And I've used it about, I'd say I got about a dozen trips with the gravel. It's a 10,000 pound rated trailer. The trailer itself weighs 3,800, so you could just get about 3 tons of gravel in it. 6,000 pounds of gravel or weight in the bed. Back up so you can see the angle. So that's at maximum angle now. I think this is called the Scissor Lift, as opposed to having dual rams or dual hydraulic end is better than having the 2 rams. The other thing it has here is a holder, so if water drains out, and it sits in the pocket. Probably can't see it, but there's a little square area here that when you lower it down, sits on top of this pipe, this tube. Ramps, as you can see right there, kept under the bed. Looks like I said, I use it about a dozen times to get gravel. It's about 3 tons a piece. One time they actually put in 4 tons. The other thing this has on it is a battery indicator light, so you can see how much of a charge it has. And that, so inside the compartment here, you push this button and it shows up red, yellow, blue, or green. At the bottom here is a little LED light. This is a locking box, by the way. It does have a set of keys for it. The other thing it came with standard is the tarp. And the only thing you have to do with that is unlatch it. And just pull it back. See where it goes into these. Goes in one on that side, one on this side. And then you come back here and you just crank it tight. And it also left you plenty of tarp too, if you have a mound of stuff to cover, let's say mulch. Or if you put extended sides on it. And once it's in, you just lock this back down and it'll hold the tarp in. It's got the 2x4 stake pockets on the side, so if you want to make it a little bit higher, you could do that. Over the tire, you can see there's the, I guess the running board. Plenty strong enough to step on and get in. What I did notice is if the gravel quarry puts in too much material, you got to be careful that this does not hit the top of the tire and start digging in. A couple of times I had to use a shovel I keep in my truck, a small shovel, like a little military shovel, and just spread the load out in the front or out towards the back more. Or on the other side if they dump it too much on one side, or you just lift it up a little bit and it'll slide the gravel back. The ramps, I'm not going to take them out, but you can see right over here, there's a pin here, and the plate folds down and you just pull out the ramp. So this is a 3-way gate, and I'll show you those. Actually, let me roll the tarp back up. So I lift that up. A little bit of slack. Lock this lever back down, so it grabs here. There it is. That will unwind on the highway. Oh, the other thing it has too is some hooks on the side here. So if you have to hook over a tarp or whatever, or bungees. 3-way gate. So the first way it works is barn door style gate. And the way these are held back is with the chain, and this hook here just goes in here. Oh, and the ramps sit on top of this opening, and they'll just slide back and forth whatever width you need. so that's one way. The other way is you lock these, you slip the chain in on each side into this hole here. It's whatever length you need. And then take out a pin on here. Push that lever back, and this gate will swing open to the length of the chain. So this way you could dump gravel and spread it while you're lifting it up and driving up your driveway. The other way, try to get this closed. There's probably some gravel caught in there. Yeah. So yeah, that's the second way. You can spread gravel by just putting the chain in the side there and pulling back on that lever, and it'll open up whatever length of chain you have it to spread gravel. The third way is you take out these pins here. There's one on each side, and this will fold almost flat, like a pickup tailgate. It'll fold flat. But I did notice it does not fold flat all the way. When this comes down, these bars here that are used to hold the ramp when you use the ramps hit these pins, this bracket here and the other bracket. I mean, I guess you could cut slots in here, but I'm not going to bother doing that. It comes close enough to being flat for my needs. And that's it. It's worked great. Haven't had any problems with it. Like I said, the one thing is you have to be careful if they overload it, that these running boards don't hit the top of the tire, especially the front axle. I guess that's because they always seem to dump more towards the front instead of the rear. Oh, and the grease zerks on the axle, the way they're designed, I think it's Dexter axles. You don't have to worry about greasing the inner bearing. It'll automatically go through and grease the inner bearing as well as the outer bearing. Alright, thanks for watching. Please subscribe if you like the videos. Oh, this is a 2017 road trail dump trailer. I use a 2013 Dodge Ram 1500 with a Hemi engine in it. And it's a super cab, or the extended cab version. Not the crew cab, but the one a little bit smaller than that to tow the dump trailer. And does it no problem at all. Going over some hills and stuff like that. No issues. And the gross weight for this trailer, like I said, is 10,000 pounds, and according to the registration, it weighs 3,800 pounds. So that gives me about 3 tons I could take in at 6,000 pounds, and the pickup truck handles it without an issue. And it's the 6.5 foot bed pickup as well.